Hello dear students, today in this video I am going to start the exercise 8.1. Let's start it. First question is given: the angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 3:5:9:13. Find all the angles of the quadrilateral. In this case, when the ratio will be given, we can do the sum in two ways. I am doing in one way. Here ratio of the angles are given. That means ratio of the four angles of a quadrilateral are given. We have to find measure of all the angles. It is not the measure of the angles. This is the ratio of all the angles. So how to find when ratio is given? Let's see. First of all, we know the sum of four angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. All of you know it. So we have to use that property of quadrilateral to find the values of all the angles. So whenever ratio will be given, either you can do it by adding all the ratios, or you can do in another way. I am going to solve which is appropriate for you. You will take the measures as like that. Let the measures of the angles are 3 is given, so we will take 3x. Something is multiplying with the ratios, so that something is taken as x. So 3x, 5x, 9x and 13x. So we have taken the ratios as 3 measures of the angles as 3x, 5x, 9x and 13x. As these are the measures of the four angles of the quadrilateral, so we know sum of the four angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So if we add these four angles, we will get 360 degree. Therefore we can add 3x plus 5x plus 9x plus 13x will be equal to 360. Why? You can write angle sum property of quadrilateral. Angle sum property of quadrilateral. For quadrilateral, sum of all the angles is 360 degree. As like in triangle, 180 degree. So how many x are there? 3x, 5x, 9x and 13x. 3x and 5x, 8x, 8x and 9x, 17x, 17x and 13x, 30x. 30x will be equal to 360 degree. Here see, we need the value of x. X is equal to 360 degree. 360 degree by 30. So 0 0 cancel. 3 divides 36 12 times. That means value of x is 12. It is not the angle. Value of x is 12. Therefore the measures of the angles are the measures of the angles are in first one 3 into x, so 3 into 12, comma 5 into 12, comma 9 into 12 and 13 into 12. So it will be equal to 36 degree. It will be equal to 60 degree. It will be equal to 108 degree. And this will be equal to 156 degree. So in this way we can find when the ratio are given for the angles. So we'll next see the next one. Let's say question number 2 of the same exercise. If the diagonals of a parallelogram are equal, then it is a rectangle. That means if in a parallelogram both the diagonals are equal, then that parallelogram will be a rectangle. What are the information given to us? Diagonals of a parallelogram are equal. Here two things we have to notice. Diagonals are equal and it is said parallelogram. So first of all we will take a parallelogram here. Suppose this one is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD. Here diagonals will be one is AC and one is BD. This AC and BD are equal. We have to prove that it is a rectangle. We know in a rectangle diagonals become equal. So here diagonals are given equal. We have to prove it rectangle. So how will we proceed? See solution. Let us consider a parallelogram ABCD whose diagonals AC and BD are equal. It is given in the question. So now we have to prove ABCD is a rectangle. That means what we need to prove, we know, remember this thing, in a parallelogram if one angle is 90 degree then it is sufficient to prove that it is a rectangle. That means it is the property of rectangle. Rectangle is a parallelogram where one angle is 90 degree. Why one angle? If one angle becomes 90 degree then all other angle will automatically become 90 degree. So if somehow we can prove that one angle is 90 degree, then it will be sufficient to say that it is a rectangle. So we will prove it by congruency of triangle. Now which two triangle will take? This is the main thing here. So let's see. If we take these two triangles, see triangle AACD and triangle DBA. Why I am taking in this order? ACD, this diagonal comes AC then longer side, so then we have to take diagonal DB then longer side. This triangle DBA and ACD. Order is very important. Don't neglect it. So I am taking in order. AC is diagonal. So if I consider AC, then the longer sides ACD. So if in this triangle you have to take DB diagonal then the longer side. If you take ADC, smaller side, longer side, then in this triangle you have to take DAB. Very important. So don't forget to take the triangles. When you will show the triangles congruence, you always maintain the order. So if we can prove these two triangle congruent, then we'll prove that it is a rectangle. So next step we will prove. First of all, we have to show that these two triangles are congruent. So we'll take in triangle ACD and in triangle DBA. Why I am not taking ABD? Because in first triangle we have taken AC first, that means diagonals first. So in this case also we have to take diagonals first, but not BDA, because after BD smaller side is coming, as we have taken ACD, diagonal longer side smaller side. So diagonal longer side smaller side. So DB DBA. So what are the parts equal in this two triangle? AC is equal to DB. AC is equal to DB, as it is said. Diagonals are equal, given. AC is equal to DB. Can we write these two sides? AB is equal to CD. AB is equal to CD. Yes, because opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. ACD is taken first, so CD is equal to BA or AB. Opposite sides of parallelogram. Now see, is not that side AD is common in triangle ACD also? It is present DA inside triangle DAB also it is present. DA is equal to AD. You can write, or AD is equal to AD. DA is equal to AD, common side. So if we see by side criteria, the two triangles become congruent. Therefore triangle ACD becomes congruent, is congruent to triangle DBA. By what criteria? Side. Now see, if these two triangles are congruent, then this whole angle is present in triangle ACD, and this whole angle is present in triangle DBA. So these two angles will be equal. Angle ADC and angle DSB. In taking angle, order does not matter. So we can take in any order. ADC and DAB. This whole angle and this whole angle will be equal, because they are corresponding angles, and they are sum, because they are in the, if this in parallelogram two sides are parallel, these two sides are parallel. If we consider DA as transversal, then these angles are present in the same side of transversal, and we know that the sum of the angles in the same side of transversal are is 180 degrees. So sum of these two angles will be 180 degree. Also they are equal by CPCT. Therefore we can write angle ADC is equal to angle DAB CPCT. Again, sum of these two angles is what? 180 degree. So let's write, but what can we write? But we can write one thing. Angle ADC plus angle DAB is 180 degree. Again, these two angles are equal. In place of ADC, it remains same. This one can be written as ADC, because they are equal. So twice ADC 180 degree. So ADC will be 90 degree. Since one angle becomes 90 degree, then it is a rectangle. Therefore ABCD is a rectangle.